Good evening, viewers. Welcome to tonight's original news. We begin with news from Haiti. The widow of Haiti's slain President Jovenel Moïse called on the international community to help track down those responsible for gunning down her husband in the late-night raid by suspected mercenaries at the couple's home in July. Moïse's assassination plunged the Caribbean nation, already plagued by hunger and gang violence, further into chaos and triggered a hunt for the masterminds across the Americas. Martine Moïse said that while Haitian authorities had made some advances, she feared progress had slowed. Nearly 2 months after the July 7 assassination of her husband, key aspects of the murder remains in mystery. Haitian police have arrested more than 36 suspects, including 18 Colombian mercenaries, an Asian-American doctor they say aspired to be president, and the head of Moïse's security team. But they have made public little in the way of evidence. She said that she had spoken twice with the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and felt they could find the people who financed the odious crime. As security worries have dogged the investigation in Haiti, one judge investigating the case stepped down, citing concerns for his safety. Now for news from Antigua and Barbuda. The head of laboratory at the Sir Leicester Bird Medical Center, Dr. Lester Simon, says the Delta variant is the major strain of the coronavirus pandemic in Antigua and Barbuda and is fueling an increase in positive cases in the country. Dr. Simon, who is also chairman of the National Technical Working Group on Vaccines, said that Delta has taken over Antigua and Barbuda. This, he said, was based on the samples sent to the Trinidad-based Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPA, where a significant number of Delta cases was found in the country. He said that many different variations of the Delta variant were detected in Antigua roughly around the same time, and that the Delta variant, which according to the US-based Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, is highly contagious and more than 2 times as contagious as previous genetic variations of SARS-CoV-2 was present in the country. Now for some more news. The water levels of the Paraná River, the second longest in South America after the Amazon, are at its lowest since 1944. The river is key to commercial shipping and fishing, but also provides 40 million people with drinking water. A drought in the region means water levels have dipped so low that fishers' livelihoods are at risk. Environmentalists feared that the drought has been made more severe by deforestation and climate change. The Paraná's flow rate has dropped from an average of 17,000 cubic meters a second to just 6,200. The low water levels are causing problems for energy production, with a hydroelectric plant that spans the Paraná River between Argentina and Paraguay running at only 50%. Forecasters say the drought could last until 2022. And finally, a potential HIV vaccine being developed by Johnson & Johnson did not provide protection against the virus in a mid-stage study, the drug maker said Tuesday. Johnson & Johnson plans to end that study, which involved young women in sub-Saharan Africa. But researchers will continue a separate late-stage trial involving a different composition of the vaccine in men and transgender people. The study in sub-Saharan Africa involved about 2,600 women who were deemed to be at high risk of acquiring HIV, which causes AIDS. Participants were randomly selected to receive either the vaccine or a placebo, and researchers found that the vaccine was only 25% effective at preventing HIV. Johnson & Johnson said its other study of the potential vaccine is being conducted in Europe and the Americas, where different strains of HIV are circulating. And that is all for your regional news. Thank you for joining. Good night.